Welcome to my Hell Creek ecosystem recreation attempt. This is basically North America 66 million years ago, recreated in the modern world in Jurassic World Evolution 3. So I've got around about 10 species so far in the ecosystem, all coexisting, killing, hunting, repopulating each other, and basically trying to see what animals really come out on top in this ecosystem. Down the line we'll be sure to add more, but for now, enjoy the species I have in the ecosystem and enjoy the video. So, after the little introduction I just gave of the lovely Hell Creek formation I made over here, thought we'd do a wee, I don't know, 30 minute overview of the whole, I don't know, valley. Would we call this a valley? I suppose so. Before we do that, I think the T-Rexes are about to fight Triceratops. I really can't tell. Oh, yep. How are we thinking? I'm gonna give it to the male T-Rex here. Not looking good. He's a bit bloody. No, the trike is completely fine. So this is the Hell Creek formation, which is like where all the big famous dinosaurs live. The Ceratops, T-Rex, the other ones, and Kylosaurus. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Hello. So, off to a very tragic start for the T-Rexes. This is the only, well, this was the only pair of adult T-Rexes in the valley, and the female is dead, and the male is on death's door. And we've got, we'll just delete this. Oh, this is the other T-Rex that recently died actually, very recently. Getting eaten by an oviraptor, which obviously isn't an oviraptor, it's an anzu, I'm pretty sure. All of the animals you see in this Hell Creek are like based off of other species that we don't have in the game. For example, Springhalsaurus is meant to be an Nanotyrannus, and there's actually quite a lot of them. This is our base of operations, as you can see. More Triceratops away next. This is basically the main hub for making dinosaurs. I haven't done any research on pterosaurs that lived in the Hell Creek formation. I don't know if Inferno Draken lived in the Hell Creek formation. I know it's had the Thanatos Draken for them, but you can let me know in the comments. So this ecosystem consists of lots of rivers, and we have 2 swamp areas. I think this is probably the more popular of the 2. I say that and there's nothing here. There we go. As I was talking about a second ago, some Ankylosaurs. You all have to see them. The female is the JP3 one, and the male is this white splotchy pattern face. I think they're both cool. Oh, then you have the babies. They're so lovely. Oh. Just a little guy, I think. Yeah, no, both are actually about to grow up. We have Pachycephalosaurs over here on the, what would we say, one of the little islands by the rivers. The Nanotyrannus, we'll call them. I've had 2 more babies, think there's 4 adults. And like 4 babies at the moment. So currently they are the apex of this ecosystem. I don't know actually, 3 dinosaurs. There's only 2 left. We'll actually need to make 2 male T-Rexes. You'll be wondering why. That is because we have 2 baby, well not baby, juvenile females I think in the valley. So we compare their mates. Maybe that's. I like doing like unique. I don't like having the same colour for a T-Rex in every ecosystem really. I think we should do this one. There we go. And I will introduce them to the valley once these guys matured. I think this is a real chimp. You know what? I'd feel horrible if I didn't save the father. So I'm gonna save the father. I think the main reason this female died was because she had the large appetite gene. I'll tell you what, that is a death sentence for like most animals in the ecosystem. They're carnivores especially, because they just like kill all the easy prey, or like they can't find them in time and they get weak and they'll try to fight something else and then they'll just die. So if you ever make an ecosystem, don't use large appetite. I'm actually gonna watch this fight. Got a male, yep, male versus a female Anki. Oh, Nanotyrannus is not looking good. Will it keep fighting or is it gonna run away? My goodness. Easy fight for you. That'll provide food for the baby King-Allosaurus. Did this one ever have kids? No. This one got murdered. Oh. By the way, here's a little tip. For let's say your dinosaur's about to die in a fight, and you don't want it to die. You put 2 rocks either side of the dinosaur's fighting, and that's them stopping. I don't know if many people know you can do that, but if not, you got it from me first. I'm saving the male because I really like the male, and I'd also feel really bad if I like killed both parents off. So they even got to grow up. That'd be quite evil. This Oviraptor's just been eating my dead T-Rex. What's this? There's so look at the amount of Ankies over here, by the way. Tons. There's over 200 dinosaurs. This trike actually got a concussion from a T-Rex before it, you know, got murdered. But it's actually about to have eggs, I'm pretty sure. So, that's actually quite cool. We also have baby trikes. They actually didn't bleed for like at least 20 years in game for some reason. Actually, it's the bits where the pair of T-Rex lives that really didn't breed. I actually set up a breeding area here. Because I thought, ooh, I can maybe get the herbivores to have a few generations beforehand. You know, like before I released them into the wilds, but they did not want to, which is fair enough. Probably my favourite dinosaur in the ecosystem is the Pachycephalosaurus at the moment. I think their fights between each other are really cool. I don't actually know how many Pachycephalosaurs are on the island. I mean the valley, sorry. I like the Edmontosaurs as well. There's around 40 Edmontosaurs in this ecosystem. Highest concentration's probably... yeah. What about this rubber? Let's do that actual fight. Anky eggs. Oviraptor and Ankylosaur eggs. Very nice. As the T-Rex all healed up. Still can't believe the female died. If I had to pick a T-Rex, if it would have died, it would have probably been her. Oh! Here's another little tip. Put that on, and this won't die. I would usually like let this happen, like obviously not make it, but it's like 1 year away from growing up. I'd like to see it. I would like to see the adult version. That'd be quite cool. After the female laid eggs, she has an infected wound, so she's actually gonna die, I think, before she can even see the offspring grow up. Can't see. I mean, if she does die, there's like 2 other trikes in the area to look after them. More Edmontosaur babies are on the way. I do like how you don't have tons of fights every second. It's nice that, you know, it's not like every minute. Are these new ones? I think they are. Oh no! The father died before the babies were born. That's tragic. What's wrong with you? Starving for some reason. I mean, there is food. I'll put food right on top of you. Also, what do we think of... would we say this is Hell Creek looking enough? I kinda struggled with all the plant placing. So these are individual. So this is more like an open, barren bit. Kinda reminds me of the Walking with Dinosaurs, Hell Creek, that area. Look at the gang. This is my squad. And there's 2 female trikes square up. I kept this area open just because it's like... that's cool. This is like hunting grounds and fighting grounds with the Triceratops as well. So it's like obviously over time all this... no, basically this would kill any saplings, and obviously they'd eat the saplings as well. We have the Cotoraptor, aka Utahraptor here. I don't think these guys are bred once. They're either too far from each other, or the Nanotyrannus killed them. Because they're like free food, basically. How's the male doing? Good. 23. So he's nearing the lifespan of a T-Rex. I completely forgot he'll have scars. Just on his leg. Let's turn that off again. And we go some hunting. You know, not many Edmontosaurs have actually been hunted in the ecosystem. Probably because most of them stay away. But there is a little family over here. So the male gets to eat, and then hopefully one of the babies nearby gets to eat. Hopefully this one. This one inherited its mother's large appetite. You'd only like to hear that from a dinosaur. Some baby Pachycephalosaurus. There we go. There's actually quite a lot. This bit's like the safe haven, because nothing can really reach them from this side because of deep water added. And it's only Quingalsaurus in the area really. AKA Nanotyrannus. And they're even migrating down here. So there's a bit of crossroads with obviously the Nanotyrannus, but other than that it's pretty safe. The Dakota raptors used to really hunt them a lot. They were like the main predators. As you can see, there's two over here, one's starving because they kind of ate all the Pachycephalosaurs up this bit. But there is a little herd over in Riffin Minus in the area. I'm struggling to sell these dinosaur names today. There we go. Has she been sleeping here the entire time? Does have a good kitchen. This bit's actually quite busy. Tons of Ankies. Got like a flock of Cornithomanus. They're probably like the #1 prey for everything here. That's what I'd say. So they got 2 years left, and baby T-Rexes only have 1 year. I do feel bad. I do add a meat feeder over there because I do feel bad for the baby T-Rexes, and also I suppose with an Edmontosaurus body you'd have tons of meat left for the babies, so it's like we'll just pretend it's like scraps of the Edmontosaur. Huh? There we go. This Utahraptor must have been listening to me. As soon as I mention and if a mammoth eats them, how many? 2 males, 2 females. One must have died. There used to be 7 or 9. I think this bit's really cool. Tons. Then one big T-Rex comes in and ruins it all. Oh! Well, you look at that. Both the T-Rex in front up. And there's this. This one looks nearly identical to its father. Only missing the patterns. Looks a lot more boring. Oh, so this one looks exactly like its mother. Minus the large appetite. So this one's strong, but as well, so it's like its father in that as well. This one's like the mother, but both have their upsides and downsides. What's this? Hypsophodon? Nope. Anzu. I forgot if Hypsophodon's the Fescalosaurus, I think. I need to double check. I've shown you at the start anyway. Here is the T-Rex siblings. I suppose I should probably move them. Also not fully realistic, but I think if I move them like a bit farther ahead, because also when they got assault, they were abandoned by the father, or pushed out of the original territory, should I say. Have a look. Oh, I need to get the nails. Do that one, and do that one as well. I don't know where they'd go though. I put them together at first because obviously they'd stick together for a wee bit. And the males, I think I put one male over there. And we'll put one male over there. Oh, she's passed away. With a son and a daughter to continue the legacy. There you go. But the herbivores don't get all eaten with, there's 5 tyrannosaurs. Only one is a large appetite, so should be good. I think if this one fought the male or the female T-Rex. It's really hard to tell. It's been a while. This is the oldest T-Rex in the park, or valley should I say. There's no sauropods in this. I was originally going to add Alamosaurus, but I don't think I actually lived in the Elk Creek Formation. Obviously you can all tell me in the comments if there's any species I should add in to like replace other species. There must be at least one pterosaur we could add. Okay. This is it for now. Wait, that's a king fern. King fern. I didn't know that was what it's called. You learn something new every day. Got this big battle scarred T-Rex. It's got a wee chip on his cheek. And like one scratch on his leg, and that's about it. Oof. Kinda expecting more. And he's got supper over here waiting for him. I think as soon as all the younger ones of these guys grow up, it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm actually gonna check how many are in the park. 9. 9 of them could be running about. And obviously some of them will have babies again. So it appears to be 2 sisters basically. Let's see if they do good. Oh, there's a Utahraptor up here with the original T-Rex. Competing for the same prey. Very nice. I might add more Dakota Raptors. So you know, they could have offspring. Because there's a bit of a rivalry with the Pachycephalosaurs and the Dakota Raptors. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that so much. Ooh, this guy is about to grow up in the middle of the Pachycephalosaurs. I'm gonna send them all running for the hills. There's actually quite a lot. I think there's like 15 Pachycephalosaurs. Oh, there's an adult over here. That's not good. Because I don't really want them to lose this area. I think this is a really nice area to grow up in for them. But you've kind of got a growing wee Nanotyrannus in the area. So that could not be good for them. Still like tons of ornithomimos that eat raw, so could be good. Not paying much attention to this bit over here. We have swamp and Ankylosaurus pair, the originals actually. How long do you live for? They can live up to 100 years. Or I mean the male can. That's horrible. He's gonna be by himself in like how long? He is going to be by himself around the age of 34, I'd say. Quite sad. I just realised there's no nests over there. Right, let's add one. There we go. You know, I'm actually surprised something's living up here. I don't even think I added food up here. It's terrible. No, I did. I'm impressed, my little Odmontosaurus friend. The Oviraptors are breeding like rabbits. There is a bug, I think, in the game, but if a dinosaur's expanding a territory, it like expands it forever and then it starves to death and dies. Hopefully that doesn't happen to the newcomers. Like, these two are actual. Oh, yeah. They're just dying. Put me feeder done so they don't die like that. If they're gonna die, I'd hope they die like either old age or in a fight. I'd be pretty disappointed if they just like starved and I didn't even notice. But yep, we've got 5 Tyrannosaurs in the island. Valley, got it. So, interesting to see what happens. And 9 Nanotyrannus. There's actually quite a lot of them. Whoa! They're like right next to each other. There's like 4 Nanotyrannus next to the T-Rex. I could actually see him getting killed by the Nanotyrannus because he's old. Because I'm pretty sure the dinosaurs get weaker in this game, so they get. Rest in peace, Edmontosaurus, look at that. How old were you? 21? Could have outlived them. Could have. That one could have lived up to 100 years old. Oof. I think it's the minimum. No. 200 years this guy can live. Whoa. Minimum age is 100 years. It's mental. You could have one Edmontosaur live through at least like 3 generations of T-Rex. Yep. That's crazy. What to say? I'd be very disappointed if she starved. You can't even tell she's bored. Good thing we saved you, bro. Very nice. What even are you? Oh no! Oh no no no! My poor Pachycephalosaurs. And with that, guys, that'll probably call off today's episode of this Hell Creek Formation. I've still got this entire area with no species in it. Nothing wants to live here for some reason. So maybe give me some ideas if we should introduce some of the existing species here. Maybe a herd of longnecks could be introduced, pterosaurs. Could actually rework this area into like a cliff face with a bunch of pterosaur nests, but we'll wait and see. Apart from that, that'll probably wrap up today's video. Hopefully we see some new generations of species, like second generation of T-Rex, or hopefully this guy lives to his maximum lifespan. I'd like to see that happen. 65. He's looking good for his age. Looking strong, but you've got 4 kills, 3 victories, 3 losses. Quite balanced on. But yeah guys, that's all. Tell me what you thought, and leave in the comments. Other than that, see you on the next video. Goodbye.